kids! I'm Yippity Yappers, and today we'll be talking about trusting in God. So stay tuned, and you made us learn something today. Let's go!
It's time to move, it's time to play, it's time to learn, it's time to pray. It's time to move, it's time to play, it's time to learn, it's time to pray. With Yippity, go Yippity, hey Yippity, go Yippity. We're having fun and learning truth. Let's spread the word with all of you. With Yippity, go Yippity, hey Yippity, go Yippity, yay!
Okay, Astronaut Ken, are you ready for today's mission?
Yes, Commander. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay. Hello, Space Command. Come in, Space Command. I need help. I'm lost in space and I have no idea how to get home. I need help.
Don't worry, it's okay. Just follow my directions, and I will lead you home safely.
Okay, Space Command. What do I do first?
All right. See the wheel? Turn the wheel left.
Okay, what do I do next, Space Command?
All right. Now turn right and take another left.
Oh, hold on. My friend is calling.
Astronaut Ken, you need to stay focused in order to complete this mission.
Alright, Space Command. What do I do next?
Okay, now, do you see Earth yet?
Yes, I can see Earth from... Oh, my candy's floating all over the place.
Astronaut Ken, remember what I said about staying focused. You can grab that candy or listen to me.
Right, focus. Okay.
All right. Now keep going straight ahead and you'll be home in no time.
Alright, Space Command. I'm on it. Ooh, cool space rock. Whoa! Did you see that, Mira? Astronaut Ken had to follow the Space Commander's directions to get back to Earth. Isn't that cool? It is, Yippity. But did you notice that the Commander was not only talking, but he was talking in a still, small voice, like we previously talked about in prayer. Well, Vera, what are we talking about today? Well, Yippity, today we are talking about trusting in God. What does it mean to trust in God? Well, Yippity, when you trust in God, you trust that God knows what's best for you in life. Like how Astronaut Ken had to trust the Commander's voice to lead him back to Earth. That's cool. Wow. Say, what story in the Bible shows someone trusting in God? Well, Yippity, let's talk about the story of Jonah. And kids, feel free to follow along. Our friends will tell you all about it. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and call out against it, for their evil has come up before me. But Jonah rose to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord.
O-B-E-Y, read, praise, D-Y, O-B-E-Y, guide, be-God. If we obey, we'll be okay. 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 Every day I rise and say, Lord, I thank you for today. Things don't always go my way. Lord, your will I will obey. O-B-E why we praise thee, God. Oh, why, we, God. If we obey, we'll be okay. If we obey, we'll be okay. If we obey, we'll be okay. If we obey, we'll be okay.
He went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare and went down into it to go with them to Tarshish, away from the presence of the Lord. But the Lord hurled a great wind upon the sea, and there was a mighty tempest on the sea, so that the ship threatened to break up. Then the mariners were afraid, and each cried out to his God. And they hurled the cargo that was in the ship into the sea to lighten for them. But Jonah had gone down into the inner part of the ship, and had lain down, and was fast asleep. So the captain came to him and said, "What do you mean, you sleeper? Arise, call out to your God. Perhaps the God will give light to us, that we may not perish." And they said to one another, "Come, let us cast lots, that we may know on whose account this evil has come upon us." So they cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. Then they said to him, "Tell us, on whose account this evil has come upon us? What is your name? What is your occupation? And where do you come from? What is your country? And of what people are you?" "I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." Then the men were exceedingly afraid of him, and said to him, "What is that you have done?" For the men knew that he was fleeing from the presence of the Lord, because he had told them. Then they said to him, "What shall we do to you, that the sea may quiet down for us?" For the sea became more tempestuous. He said to them, "Pick me up and hurl me into the sea. The sea will quiet down for you, for I know it is because of me that this great tempest has come upon you." Nevertheless, the men rowed hard to get back to dry land, but they could not, for the sea grew more and more tempestuous against them. Therefore they called out to the Lord, "O Lord, let us not perish for this man's life, and lay not on us innocent blood. For you, O Lord, has done as it pleased you." So they picked up Jonah and hurled him into the sea, and the sea ceased from its raging. Then the men feared the Lord exceedingly, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows. And the Lord appointed a great fish to swallow up Jonah.
Wow! So the Lord had mercy on Jonah, and he was safe in the belly of the whale? You got it, Yippity, but there's more to the story. There is? Yep. Check it out.
And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Then Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from the belly of the fish, saying, "I called out to the Lord out of my distress, and he answered me. Out of the belly of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. For you cast me into the deep, into the heart of the seas, and the flood surrounded me. All of your waves and your billows passed over me. Then I said, I am driven away from your sight, yet I shall again look upon your holy temple. Then the waters closed in over me to take my life. The deep surrounded me. Weeds were wrapped around my head at the roots of the mountains. I went down to the land whose bars closed upon me forever. Yet you brought up my life from the pit, O Lord, my God. When my life was fading away, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer came to you in your holy temple. Those who pay regard to vain idols forsake their hope of steadfast love. But with the voice of thanksgiving will sacrifice to you. What I have vowed I will pay. Salvation belongs to the Lord. And the Lord spoke to the fish, and it vomited Jonah out upon the dry land. And the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and call out against it the message that I tell you. So Jonah arose and went to Nineveh, according to the word of the Lord. Now Nineveh was an exceedingly great city, 3 days' journey in breadth. Jonah began to go into the city, going a day's journey. And he called out, "Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown." And the people of Nineveh believed God. They called for a fast and put on sackcloth, from the greatest of them to the least of them. When God saw what they did, how they turned from their evil way, God relented of the disaster that He'd said He would do to them, and He did not do it.
That's amazing, Vera. So Jonah had to trust in God even in the toughest situation. But he also had to obey God's instructions. Otherwise, he would not have made it out of that whale. You got it, Yippity. But there is one more thing I have to show you. There is? Take a look.
Astronaut Ken, you're almost home. Just stay focused.
Right. Just stay focused.
Well done, Astronaut Ken. You have followed my instructions. You completed the mission and got home safely. You've proven that you are a true astronaut. You have earned a new badge.
Thank you, Space Commander.
Oh, nothing. Just writing a song. Oh, cool. I feel like it's been a while. It has, hasn't it? But that's only because, I'm practicing to become the next NBA player. Watch this. Oh, side, swimmer. Oh, left. Watch this. Kobe! We need to work on your trick shot there, bro. I know. I'm just kidding. But let me take you to what's really been happening. Whoa! Good day, folks! I'm Yippity Yappers! Yippity, what is this and why are we here? Oh, hey everybody, I'm Beaver Banks. And we introduce you to the Yippity Yappers Show! Yes, a family-friendly show filled with laughter, love, and stories from the Bible. We have original songs written and produced by Laughter Coop Praise Band. Fun games, puppet plays, his other name was Peter, special guest appearances, and more. Alright, so for real, I'm gonna need you to follow these steps. Step 1,
Click the links.
Step 2, like the links. Step 3, follow and subscribe to the links. And Step 4, share this video on all of your social media platforms. And don't forget to gather all of your family and friends to enjoy some Bible fun with us. Alright guys, see you soon!
Brought to you by Shifting the Mantle Ministries.